What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are showcasing arguably the strongest restricted combo for Trick Room in Ranked Regulation I. We got ourselves Calyrex and Palkia. Now, when it comes to Ice Rider Calyrex and Palkia back in the Sword and Shield days, this combo was absolutely phenomenal, especially for hard Trick Room. We've seen this team become an elite option. We've seen it used in Worlds and other tournaments, so I'm seeing how it's pairing up in Scarlet and Violet, and I'm ready to use it. Calyrex, Palkia, both great Pokemon, both are in Trick Room, both super bulky and very, very heavy hitters. One's special attacking, that's going to be Palkia, and one's physical attacking. Obviously, that one's going to be Calyrex. Now, Calyrex over here is rocking the Water Terror type, obviously its best Terror type, with the Clear Amulet as item to stop it from Intimidate drops. It's got Glacial Lance, High Horsepower, Trick Room, and Protect. Palkia, on the other hand, has Psychic Seeds to pair up with Indeedee in that Psychic terrain, and it's got Spatial Rend, Hydro Pump, Earth Power, and Trick Room. Speaking of Trick Room, not only does Calyrex and Palkia learn Trick Room on today's team, we also have Indeedee and Hatterene, who also both have Trick Room on today's team. So, 4 Pokemon with Trick Room. We should be using it a lot today. Indeedee, Hatterene pair up really well together. Obviously, you got that Psychic terrain, but Hatterene has that Life Orb and Expanded Force for a big time damage. And then final 2 Pokemon going to be Urshifu and Incineroar. Incineroar's got that Chapel Berry, which works really well up against fighting type Pokemon such as Koraidon. Then Urshifu with that Choice Band. We all know how much damage that Pokemon can do. Guys, if you want to run the team for yourself, the code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Palkia and Ice Rider Calyrex in Ranked Regulation I. First match coming at you guys, going up against Lunala and Koraidon. Now, I've been seeing Koraidon a ton in Regulation I, and I think it's going to be one of the most used restricted Pokemon, but for now, we're just going to have to beat up on it. They also got Chiyu, they got Indeedee with Walking Wake and Rock Ogrepon, or as I like to call it, my boy Rogrepon. Alright, how are we going to play this one? Obviously, we want to set up Trick Room. We definitely want to set up Trick Room. I could just go into like Indeedee Palkia just for that special defense bulk. Or I could go Indeedee with Calyrex. I feel like Indeedee's probably our best lead. I could go Indeedee Hatterene, which wouldn't be too bad. I'm trying to think of like double hitting moves that could really just like be a problem for us. And honestly, like Chiyu probably going to be out here for the lead, which Snarl could be a problem for us. So what I'm really thinking of doing is just terrestrializing Ice Rider Calyrex and getting after it with Indeedee. And then bringing Palkia. And last but not least, Hatterene out here. I like it. I like it. I am a little scared of, honestly, not bringing Urshifu. I really kind of want to bring Urshifu, but I think we should be fine here. I think we can set up Trick Room and really just get rolling here with the squad. Like, it's a heavy Trick Room team. We should just be able to set it, start attacking, go from there. Hopefully win this game. We'll see. We'll see, because Lunala and Koraidon is just really, really tough to play up against. So let's see. They got Indeedee just like us, and they're rocking out with Lunala. Now, I could see an Imprisoned Trick Room kind of play here. I could also see like a Meteor Beam play here. I just sent Glacial Lance. I might just Glacial Lance here, to be honest with you guys. Might just rip a Glacial Lance. Instead of popping Trick Room. I mean, I could pop Trick Room with you. I'm just going to go Helping Hand into Glacial Lance here. You could potentially go for like Wide Guard here. I know I do have to watch out for that, but I don't think they're going to go for it this turn, right? I think they're kind of trying to stop Trick Room by going into these two. I don't know. Not too sure, but I'm going to go with my gut here. Helping Hand, Glacial Lance. Hopefully no Wide Guard pops here. And let's see. What you got for me? Meteor Beam. Alright, so you just launched a Meteor Beam. Can you go into the Indeedee slot? I think you got to go into the Calyrex slot, but there's the Power Herb, and he's sending it into... Ooh, we dodged it. We dodged it! We love that. There's the Imprison. Good call on my end to not go into that Trick Room. And now I'm kind of scared of that Wide Guard. So he's probably trying to rip a Moongeist Beam if I had to guess this next turn. And I could honestly just go for Follow Me now. And yeah, it's got to be my play, right? You could Wide Guard here. I mean, I'm just going to High Horsepower you down. Do we think you're going to Wide Guard? You Wide Guard, really? What is Indeedee doing? I feel like you have to go for Moongeist Beam. Oh, you sealed that too. Oh, hold up. Terrasilize here. We'll go for Glacial Lance, and I might just hard swap into Palkia at this point. Yeah, let's get that Psychic Seeds popping. So we'll save our Indeedee for later. He's going to swap their Indeedee as well. I wonder if they're going for that Wide Guard. I could definitely see Moongeist Beam, which is why I Terrasilize. You're going to go into Cryon. You have to Wide Guard here. I feel like it's an absolute must for you to Wide Guard here. I should have just went into High Horsepower and played it safe. I feel like you have to Wide. If you don't Wide Guard here, your Koraidon's just going to get absolutely torn apart. Let's see, you have to Wide Guard here. Hopefully you just go for that Moongeist Beam into this Calyrex slot, because we're Terrasilizing into our lovely little Water Tower type. So we end up in President Trick Room. We get off that free Glacial Lance turn, which was nice. Get rid of Shadow Shield, deal great damage to Indeedee. And I'm able to pop out here with my Calyrex. And he's just going to rip an Expanded Force. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I lose my Palkia, no problem. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Luckily, we're able to still launch a Glacial Lance here. Get this going. And pick up a KO in the crowd. Okay, so that's a pretty fair turn right there. Alright, Expanding Force on the other hand. Not looking good, dude. Expanding Force is doing a ton of damage. I could just go into my... They're going into you at this point? Because I could see them definitely going back into Indeedee here. They do go back into Indeedee. I think just like a simple Protect from our Calyrex into Trick Room could be the play. Let's see. No, it's going to be Ogerpon. So yeah, you know what? Let's just Protect here. We're going to double down into Indeedee. That's the issue here. That's the issue here. We're still just going to Protect and go for this Trick Room call. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hopefully one of them protects and we can just get off this Trick Room. So that's real. Like, if we get off Trick Room, we win this game. If we get off Trick Room, we win this game. Let's end up protecting. Maybe he goes for Wide Guard, because we were ripping Glacial Lances. We were ripping. He's going to go for Ivy Cudgel. That pretty much just secure this Trick Room. Unless you're going for Moongeist Beam, which you probably are, right? Meteor Beam. No, you already used your Power Herb. You already Power Herbed up. You already Power Herbed up. Meteor Beam comes out here. And I get off Trick Room. Lovely. Lovely. So Trick Room's here. My Pokemon are super slow. You have no first turn priority. And now I can just go for Glacial Lance and Expanding Force here. Should be enough to take him out. Should be enough to take him out and win this game. Cool. I don't know if that was a misclick going for Meteor Beam, but that just saved us. That just saved us. I hope it was a misclick, because that's kind of funny. That is kind of funny, because Moongeist Beam would have ripped into us. Would have not been good. Would have not been good. And we'll see a Terra type launch out here. Maybe from the Ogerpon? I'm curious to see. It is going to be the Ogerpon. But the combination of Glacial Lance +1 and Expanding Force here, Life Orb Stab in the terrain, should be enough to kind of just, you know, take him out, right? Then you get that defense boost, but let's see. Expanding Force flies here. Bye-bye Lunala, and yeah, bye-bye Ogerpon. See you later. Get it on out of here. Hatterene's the real deal. Hatterene is a killer special attacker. Its special attack stat is so high, but its speed stat is so low, which is why it works super well in Trick Room. But that's going to be match number 1. Your boy Jeans taking the victory all day. Big time Protect from Calyrex. Big time Trick Room pop from Hatterene. Night. Thanks for playing. GG's. Good game. Awesome dope. They did imprison it turn 1, but it was a good call for us just to attack. So we were able to take off Shadow Shield and kind of deal with Lunala a little bit. So Glacial Lance from here. We will switch over to Dazzling Gleam, because that's Stab here as well. Fairy and Psychic type. Really do like this typing of this Pokemon. And they cancel match. Okay, second match off meta Pokemon, Dusknoir. Really dope Pokemon. I wish it was better than it was, but we're going to see. Hopefully they can use it really well and maybe get some damage off on me. I would love to see Dusknoir actually be an absolute wreck here in this matchup. But they're 2 restricted. It's going to be Kyogre and Shadow Rider Calyrex, so very speedy. They do have Ivy Cudgel with that, what is that? That Ogerpon in the ring could do a lot of damage. And on top of that, they got Tornadus with Armor. Now, could they potentially cancel out Trick Room? Yeah, I feel like that is what Dusknoir can do, or maybe even Armourouge. But we're gonna have to go for this. Who should I lead here? Who should I lead? Because we kind of need a counter too. These huge special attackers, and I think just like Indeedee here with Palkia is probably the play. Or I could just go Palkia alongside with Incineroar just to be able to fake out here. yeah, we're gonna end up going into both of them. So Indeedee, well not Indeedee, Incineroar with Palkia. Actually, I just like that Psychic Seeds. It makes it so bulky. I end up leading this. Indeedee with Palkia with Calyrex. And do I go Hatterene or do I go Incineroar? I think honestly we just go Urshifu here for late game. Which I want to go Incineroar for the lead just for fake out. The problem here is I really want those Psychic Seeds for Palkia. This Palkia works really well as a bulk to Kyogre, as it's 4 times resistant to water, and then with the Psychic Seeds, it should be able to soak up a Calyrex move all day. Unless, I don't know, I might be setting terrain for it, and it could be ripping expanded force. That could be a slight issue, but we'll see, I guess. We'll see. So Kyogre comes out here with Dusknoir. Now, again, Dusknoir, very scary. I'm going to try popping Trick Room here at least. I don't know if Dusknoir is trying to counter it. Is that what it's doing? I guess we'll figure it out here. Psychic Terrain out and about. Dusknoir. Do I go for Trick Room or do I just attack? I might just attack here. In all honesty, I might just rip Hydro Pumps. He's gonna Frisk. He's gonna Zero items, to Focus Sash, all that good stuff. But honestly, from here, if you're Focus Sash, we should just go Trick Room here with you, and then just go Spatial Rend with the other one. This Focus Sash can really help us out here. We're gonna end up seeing a Terra-type launch here from who? Dusknoir, maybe? No, Kyogre. It looks like he's going straight water. Going straight water, you are. You are indeed. Now, I'm 4 times resistant to water with Palkia. I have the Psychic Seeds. I'm thinking this shouldn't do that much damage, but you never know with Water Spout. This just absolutely rips. So out comes Water Spout. Bringing me down the Focus Sash. Palkia soaks that really well. I'm sashing up here. Maybe I should have popped Trick Room with Palkia. Let's see. Spatial Rend is going to fly here. And I miss it. He's going to Imprison. So, yeah, I kind of knew that was happening, but come on with that. Come on with that. Really? Really? Alright, so we're going to have to deal with this. I'm just going to go for Spatial Rend into this slot. And I'm just going to go for Helping Hand at this point. Come on, man. I missed my Spatial Rend. That would have been such good damage. Would have been such good damage, but end up going for the Helping Hand here. Let's see what he wants to end up doing here. A Protect from Dusknoir is totally fine. We're just going to Protect here. He's going to go for another Water Spout. I mean, Palkia is soaking decently well, but this Kyogre should be dead. It should have been dead here, because this next Spatial Rend should be able to KO it, because the first one I wish really would have landed. So there's this. Spatial Rend going to fly here. How much damage are we doing? It's connecting finally. We're doing great damage there. That is really good damage. Could go into you. I could also go into you. What's your speed here? 91. You're a bit slower. You're a bit slower, but in the rain, you could do some damage. You can do some damage. We're gonna pull you out here. The Shadow Rider Calyrex is really what I'm scared of here, right? A Shadow Rider Calyrex in the back end is a scary Pokemon. I'm still just gonna rip a Spatial Rend here. You could potentially go for Thunder, but I'm just gonna go for Surging Strikes into this Dusknoir slot. So honestly, we might even be fashioning this Dusknoir, even at 91. Let's see what they want to do here. So I still have my Ice Rider Calyrex, and if I could Terrasilize, maybe pop Trick Room, that could be really good for us. Let's see, Shadow Sneak is going to launch here. We got the Psychic Terrain out. You're not allowed to use that. You're not allowed to use that. Ice Beam flies here. Palkia takes a little bit of damage. And Spatial Rend is going to finish off Palkia. So Palkia is gone. Or not Palkia, the Kyogre. So Kyogre's gone, alongside with Terra-type's gone. That's great news for us. We're choice banding into the Surging Strikes. Pretty good, because this damage should be decently high. Let's see. I might KO. That's kind of close. That's cutting it real close. That's looking like it's going to KO. That's looking like it's going to KO. So we're able to pick up the KO. We know Shadow Rider Calyrex is coming out here. I really wish that first Spatial Rend would have hit, because if that first Spatial Rend hit, Palkia's HP is sitting a lot higher than it normally should be. He's probably sitting around half, and with that Psychic Seeds, he might be able to take a shot, but I don't think it can now. So let's see. They end up throwing out Armarouge here. Okay. Armarouge with Psychic moves, a little scary. I can't Terrasilize it. I don't have Protect on you. I'm going to try to go for Trick Room if I can. And I really have to save my Terra-type. I feel like I have to save my Terra-type. We're just gonna die out here, I think. I'm trying to figure out ways that maybe we can do this, but I can't terrestrialize. I really can't. I really can't. Astral Barrage gonna fly here. That's definitely gonna kill my Palkia, right? Palkia, can you soak somehow? Oh my lord, Palkia soaks. Expanded Force, yeah, we're dead. Hurts the soul, man. Palkia was an absolute bulk. We were dead regardless. Regardless if we land that first Spatial Man, we were dead to that. Expanded Force and Astral Barrage, a tough little customer. But from here, is there any possible way we can figure this out? Can I protect, waste out terrain, and then maybe terrestrialize, pop Trick Room, and then kind of go from there? That's really like my only option, right? One turn left in terrain, yeah. Let's do it. Let's just protect here, waste out that terrain. Let's see what they want to do here. Wow, this could have been a good turn for Trick Room. This could have been a great turn for Trick Room, but he's going to go for Palm Puff here. Wow, this would have been a money turn for Trick Room. Money turn for Trick Room. Alright, let's terrestrialize now. Let's pop the Trick Room. Terrestrialize Trick Room. Last ditch effort. I mean, really what we have to do here is pop this Trick Room, soak these shots. Or maybe hope that they go for Wide Guard here again. And then be able to KO with one shot with high horsepower, get that attack boost, and then KO with Glacial Lance. I think that's really our only option. Right? That seems like our only option. Seems like a tough victory. But we're going to see here. Astral Barrage is going to launch here. Get that Terror type. This is still going to do like half damage. Oh, man. That's ugly. Flamethrower. We soak this. I don't think we soak another Astral Barrage, which is our problem. Trick Room flies. Did we just go for Glacial Lance? We're just going to go for the high horsepower. There's a chance he just goes for Wide Guard. Maybe we can get a low roll with Astral Barrage, but man, they don't go for Wide Guard. High horsepower doesn't even KO, so we weren't winning regardless. Expanded Force flies. Astral Barrage is going to be right behind it, and that's going to be game, set, match. So, Imprison Trick Room on the Dusknoir actually won in the game. We couldn't get Trick Room set up quick enough. Happens. I love it. I love the Dusknoir. Great second match here. We're sitting 1-1. You guys know it's time to go grab ourselves a winning record in match number 3. Final match right here, right now. We're going up against a hard Trick Room team. So Trick Room, plentiful on the table right now. Plentiful. They got Necrozma, they got Calyrex, they got Smeargle, Ursaluna, Torkoal, and last but not least, they have Indeedee. Now, for our lead here, so I want to go Indeedee with Hatterene. That wouldn't be bad. It also could... it'd be okay. It'd be okay. I could end up just going into like these two. Or maybe just going in Choice Band Ursh for turn 1. But Incineroar is actually pretty good. You know what? Incineroar, I like it. I like Incineroar here. Knockoff. You have Knockoff, right? I didn't really read your moves. I just assumed you had Knockoff. Okay, yeah. You have Knockoff. This is perfect. You got Will-O-Wisp for these physical attackers, which is great. So yeah, I want you. I definitely want Hatterene, Palkia, and Calyrex, but I'm trying to decide on who I should lead. Calyrex isn't a bad lead. Especially with Fake Out and then Glacial Lance. And high horsepower, all that good stuff. Yeah, you know what? Get on over here, Calyrex. So I'll go Calyrex, I'll have Palkia, and I will have Hatterene. Hatterene in the back end. Alright, cool. Cool. I got that Choppleberry as well. I don't think you have any fighting, right? Not that I know of. Maybe it will come up clutch. It'd be cool if they just use like a fighting type move, and I Choppleberry for the victory. The good old Choppleberry. So let's see. They're going to end up going into Smeargs alongside with Ice Rider. Alright. Smeargs and Ice Rider come out here. Might play. Maybe just go for a knockoff here, because if you like, Smeargle should be faster than my Pokemon, right? Own tempo, Smeargle. Smeargle should be faster than my Pokemon, so I should just be able to do this. And if he goes for Fake Out into this Calyrex slot, then we just go for... He could be going for Spore, which could be a little annoying. I think I'd rather just go for a Burn here, right? Instead of a knockoff, let's go for a Burn. Burning Glacial Lance we'll go for. He's gonna end up just faking out my Incineroar, that's fine. Incineroar gets faked out. I wonder if he's going for high horsepower. My Calyrex is actually faster than his. I wonder if he's popping Trick Room. Maybe. Maybe. Curious to see this. You Trick Rooming? You are. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. My Calyrex is really slow. 49. It's minimum speed. It's min in speed. So I'm hoping we can just, you know, do one of these. Do one of these Will-O-Wisp here. And just throw another Glacial Lance across the board. Minimum speed. That actually works well if they pop Trick Room here. So I feel like my team, I mean, their team could be just as slow, but I feel like my team is so slow. It's so slow. I'm hoping my Kylo just goes first. Because not having to deal with Smeargle, like getting rid of Smeargle is just a big play. And they just withdraw it. So who's taking this Glacial Lance? Which one of you Pokemon are taking Glacial Lance here? It's a good Pokemon to take Glacial Lance. It ends up popping the Drought. I still have Water Tower if I want to use it. High horsepower going to fly out from you. I'm able to soak that, which is great news. And can I land this Will-O-Wisp? That's the real question. That's the big question. I pretty much need to land this Will-O-Wisp. Incineroar, my dog, my diggy dog. It's a big time burn. So pick up a big time burn. Did I just let Incineroar die here? Probably, right? Could swap it. Could swap it, but into who? Like Palkia? Not a bad call. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's swap into Palkia. Let's go Water Tower. Let's go high horsepower into Torkoal. Just because Palkia 4 times resistant to fire and water. It's just so good. It's just so good. So, having this Incineroar in for a turn later, especially for Fake Out, is just really going to be beneficial for us. I'm hoping we can just KO this Torkoal, because I don't feel like dealing with it. Or at least bring it low enough where Glacial Lance can KO it. So Palkia, really good typing up against this Torkoal. I can see an Eruption definitely launch, because I believe Torkoal is slower than Calyrex. It should be, unless it's not fully minimized in speed. But Terra type's launching. Water Terra. And what's Torkoal doing? It's erupting. I told you guys. He's erupting all day here. Look how easily my Palkia soaked that. Oh my lord. 28 damage. 28 damage. And of course, only me misses high horsepower. I missed my high horsepower. I missed a Spatial Rend earlier. I'm missing high horsepowers now. Not too good for me. Okay, from here, honestly, let's just get rid of this Calyrex, and we'll go for high horsepower in Torkoal. But come on, man. How am I missing these shots? I'm making great plays here. I'm missing shots all day. Solar Beam now comes out from the Torx. Come on, man. If this KOs you, I'll be so upset. How much damage is Torkoal doing? Okay. I don't think Calyrex should be able to KO us. Glacial Lance flies, so we're in a speed tie, actually. Kind of cool to see. I'm able to soak this no problem. High horsepower finally connects, and it leaves him on 1. Really sad news. Spatial Rend gonna fly. You're gonna KO the Calyrex. Cool. So I still have Incineroar. I still have Hatterene, which is good news. What do we do from here? Because I might just see another Solar Beam, so I might end up protecting Calyrex. Still having that Incineroar is really good, but getting rid of their Calyrex is big for us. But dude, this Torkoal, man, I missed my high horsepower, and that could be it. That could be it. Necrozma comes out here. That's a scary little customer. I feel like we should just go for Earth Power here to finish off Torkoal. What's your typing in, Necrozma? Are you Ghost by chance? I think you're Ghost, right? Ghost Psychic? Yeah. Ghost Psychic. I'm gonna protect here. Protect into Earth Power to finish off Torkoal. You going for another Solar Beam? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to block this. This has got to be into the Calyrex slot. Thing is, Palkia, are you slower than the Crossbow? Probably not. I wonder if you could soak up the shots that it has to offer. You're going for Meteor Beam. Can you attack Calyrex here too? You're not soaking that up, Palkia. I don't believe you are. Go after Calyrex. Double down the Calyrex for some reason. Some odd unknown reason. Nope. Meteor Beam launches in this slot. And I'm dying. They get a crit too. Come on with this. I don't think I was soaking up regardless, but there was a chance. There was definitely a chance that we were soaking that. Trick Room's gone, which actually benefits us now. I mean, we got some slow Pokemon. 30, 94. I think not 94. 30, 49. I mean, we'll definitely be faster than the Torkoal, which is good news. I'm just going to go into Incineroar right here. I'm going to pop Incineroar. I just think Knockoff is going to be really good for us. So I'm just going to throw Knockoff into this Necrozma slot because it's 4 times super effective unless he Terastallizes. And we know their final Pokemon is going to be Smeargle. So I'll go for Knockoff. High Horsepower. No, we got to go for Glacial Lance here. Just 100 accuracy. It's going to KO Torkoal. I'm not risking missing another High Horsepower with the Calyrex. Not good for us. And there's their Terra type. Man, I hate this game. Man, I hate this game. Alright, so Necrozma, what you got for us? A little bit of normal Terra. It's alright. That's alright. Smeargle just seems like it's going to be a problem late game. I do have Magic Bounce with Hatterene. Maybe he wants to Spore me or something. I don't know. But Knockoff going to come out there. Moongeist Beam going to finish this off. And I keep my Calyrex, which is really good. So I'm able to keep Calyrex here. Calyrex is going to outspeed. It's going to pick up a KO with Glacial Lance. So it kind of acts as that big time threat. And how much damage are we doing here? It's a real question. Not bad, not bad. We're still in this. We have a Smeargle really low on HP. I got my Hatterene. You can't Spore my Hatterene due to Magic Bounce. But now I'm chilling they boosted. And the only problem here is, though, really big problem. You can one-tap me with Moongeist Beam. Something I don't like. Do I try to pop Trick Room? I don't know. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. They win this game if they go for a Fake Out in the Calyrex and just Moongeist Beam my Hatterene down. They win this game. They win this game if that happens. I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. I'm just going to go for Trick Room. He doesn't go for Fake Out. He's Sporing me. He's Sporing me. Thanks for playing. He's Sporing me. Unless you're not Sporing me. What could you be doing here? You got to be Sporing me. Lovely. What a way to lose this. What a way to lose this game. Nice little Spore, but at least we lost at Trick Room teams today. I mean, I still feel like this team was really well. We missed a few prime time attacks like Spatial Ren with Palkia. We missed High Horsepower here, which I think was the turning point of this matchup here. I really do. But we're just going to spam Trick Room and we're just going to die out here to Moongeist Beam. So yeah, I really think if we land that High Horsepower into that Torkoal earlier, it would have been dead quicker. I would have had way more HP on my Calyrex, and it just would have been a whole different game. It would have been a whole different game, because I wouldn't have to deal with the Torkoal for the rest of the match, but it is what it is. GG's to our opponent. Dawn Wings to Necrozma coming out here. We go 1 and 2 for today's video. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Palkia and Calyrex in Scarlet and Violet. Like I said, in Sword and Shield, this combo was absolutely broken. One of the strongest Trick Room combos. And in Scarlet and Violet, even though we grabbed a 1-2 losing record, I feel as this team is still up there and still very, very strong. All the matches that we lost were super close. Could have went either way. Maybe I should have made a better play. Maybe we should just landed our attacks. I don't know. But still, love this team so much and thought it had a ton of power. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.